Hello there. Well, welcome back. This week I wanted to talk to you about awe. A-W-E and wonder. Awe is an interesting word. When you look it up, it has many definitions. Wonder is a little bit easier to understand, but it's really that sense of awe that I'm after. And the reason I'm after that is because that is something I believe is missing in today. It's also something that helps us be more self-aware. So if we get out into situations that bring us to that sensation of awe, it actually makes us um, more calm, more connected. We feel more in touch with things. So I'm after that sense of awe for all of us. And it's not easy. I know today has been a rough day for me, very rough. And when I'm not feeling well, what I call them polite coupons are few and far between. And then I have to catch myself and think, no one deserves that from you. No one. And who are you to do that to anyone else? This is ridiculous. So I have to recenter myself. I have to look the people in the eye so I realize that I'm interfacing with other humans, right? And they don't deserve anything bad from me. They don't know me. What am I doing to them? And certainly the people that I do know and love do not deserve any bad behavior from me. They deserve my best. But on days like today, it's not always easy. Everything seemed to be going wrong. I tried to make a turn onto a street and you can't. I go to the next little bit, I think I get on that street. No, I can't, because obviously they're doing something to the street. So then I have to go all the way around. Oh, big deal, right? First world problems, seriously. But I was annoyed and I really had to catch myself. Like I wanted to slap myself in the face like, wow, and say, get a grip, because I needed one. So that sense of awe, where can we get that? Well, we get it from being outside. I was thinking about last night. The northern lights were visible here, this far south, and it was spectacular. I guess I missed it, of course, because I didn't know what was going on. But lots of people took pictures on their phones so they could see the lights. Now, when you're up in Canada, where I'm from, you can see them with the naked eye. You don't need a camera. They're dancing in the sky. They're not always colored. They're just kind of looking white. Sometimes they're colored to the naked eye, but mostly they're not. But down here, we have to use our cameras on our phones to see it. So yeah, everybody was last night. Now, talk about awe, right? So Northern Lights, wow, you just get this sense of it's enormous out there in the universe. And those magnetic rays, or I think it's, I shouldn't say what it is, but I know it interfaces with our atmosphere, and that's why we get those. And it's the I don't know, I call them rays coming from the sun. When it has a solar flare, that energy gets sent our way, and that energy turns into it interfaces with our atmosphere, and then it makes those crazy patterns and lights. And oh wow, and northern lights, yeah, that's a sense of awe. Another sense of awe for me is architecture, fantastic architecture, things that people have built. It's just like that big tall building in Dubai. Wow. The church in Barcelona. Wow. Well, any huge cathedral brings me to my knees practically, because the building and the time frame in which they did that building, it's extraordinary. But even now, the big tall buildings in New York City, they're apartment buildings. Wow. Like it's a wonder that they get built. And that brings me that sense of awe. And then also babies. Oh, I love babies. For some reason, my whole life, I have loved babies. I've been in awe of them. They're a miracle. And if you've had a baby, you know what that feels like when you're handed your first child and it feels like the whole universe aligns. You made that child. It's incredible. And that's a sense of awe and wonder. Now, when we get those senses, it really helps us to backtrack and be on our best behavior. It gets us back to really realizing that life is grand. We get really upset about the dumbest things. I mean, the dumbest things. Like I wore my silly little Santa hat I wore it to exercise class, and everybody went, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't wear that. It's Thanksgiving. It's not time." And I'm like, "Oh my Lord, we get all worked up about dumb stuff. Why do we care whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas? It's okay. If some people want to celebrate with decorating for Christmas or wearing silly Christmas hats before the time of Thanksgiving, that's okay. Don't get strung out about that. That's not worth it." It goes back to that Mark Manson, The Art of Not Giving an F blank CK. And he was hilarious with that book. It's funny, but I always said, like, I have 9 of those left to give. Is what I'm getting worked up about really worth one? So then I have to go back to really focusing in on something that gives me that sensation of wonder and awe. And when I get that, I'm right back to, wow, life is glorious, right? Life is fabulous, worth living. I have a fabulous life, and I do. Even when stuff is hard, even when I am sick, I'm still good. It's still good. And so many people are spun out right now about politics. I mean, spun out. And I think to myself, what on earth can you do about that? Nothing. I'm not going to run for politics. Are you going to run for a position? I don't think so. I don't want that. And yet some people do. Glory for them. Do I agree with what people are doing right now? Absolutely not. The government being shut down is ridiculous. But I can't answer more than that. I mean, if you let me run the universe, I think it would be fabulous. But really, could I? No, I can't. Nor should I. Because sometimes I can have ideas that are no bueno. So it's best that we allow other people to run whatever is being run and hope for the best. And if we really do feel like we need to voice an opinion, then we do. We need to meet with our local representatives, meet with our senators or our congresspeople, and get them to understand what it is that we desire. But being cranky with other people because they believe something different than you do, nope. Nope, not right. Right? We don't want to do that. We don't need to do that. And it doesn't do any good for anyone, especially us. Because when we're upset, guess what? We're not in a good space. We're not living our good life that we can be. We're grumpy. We pass that around to everybody. What do people get with the super stressed out you? Right? What does your community get? What do your people get? What do people that interface with you get? What do your loved ones get? Well, maybe that's just not what they deserve, because I truly believe my loved ones deserve my absolute best. So if I'm not doing my best, then I need to get out in nature, or I need to experience architecture or babies or whatever else brings you that sense of awe. For me, a lot of it is nature. It really is. I mean, I see a waterfall and I'm just in awe. I love waterfalls and they're amazing to me. I like hiking. I like seeing beautiful mountains. I like seeing the vegetation. I like seeing all of it. Like, go out and really touch the tree in your yard if you have one, or a tree in a park. Go touch that tree. Smell it. Get to really understand it. And that can bring you that sense of awe. It's amazing that a tree grows, right? What makes that tree? How did that get there? Think about that. It's just soil, water, and a seed. Right? Well, frankly, how do people get grown? That's the most amazing awe, that we can create people. So when we get that sense, we can get over ourselves. We can backtrack into being our best self, and then offer up, a better, I don't know what to call it, character, personality, energy, whatever you want to call it. It's better. And that's what we need to offer those around us. So that sense of awe and wonder, try to get it, because that's important. Brings us back to the real world and what's really important, and the majesty of what surrounds us. The majesty of the fact that you're alive today, that's awe. That should bring you awe. That you woke up in the morning, that should bring you awe. That's a miracle. We're alive. Let's live it our best way possible, okay? All right, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you're getting ready for the season of holidays, whatever it is for you. And we'll talk about that in the near future. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.